Yo, what's up Suns fans? Durag back with another video, and this time, after 10 long years, we're finally talking playoff Suns basketball, baby. The Suns shocked the universe and clinched a second seed in the loaded Western Conference. So it's just their luck that after their first postseason berth in 10 years, the basketball gods have given them a task that has been literally impossible to date: dispatching a LeBron James-led team in the first round of the NBA playoffs. The King is an insane 14-0 in the first round, but this is a very, very special Sun squad. The defending champions present their fair share of issues. They have size in the front court, a literal unicorn and a GOAT in human form. They also had one of the league's best regular season defenses and a great coach in Frank Vogel, plus the storied history of the purple and gold behind them. But this isn't the Suns of the past 10 years. This is the Valley, the fellas. And Phoenix is rising from the ashes of their brand new arena and practice facility into maybe the most well-rounded team in the entire NBA. Let's start with LA. We know the Lakers have size. Andre Drummond is their shiny new toy, and he allows for the Lakers to do two key things: dominate the glass on both ends of the court and preserve the legs of Anthony Davis by taking up at least 20 minutes a game at the center position. He's also the most exploitable in defensive rotations, especially against our guys with their mid-range shooting and passing ability. Anthony Davis, on the other hand, well, he's a whole different story. He is the mismatch in this series. The Suns have great defensive wings in Jay Crowder, Mikal Bridges, and Torrey Craig, but neither of them have the physical tools to really match up with AD. He torched us in the one game he was available for, dropping 40 plus and showing the full arsenal of video game moves on offense. Deploying a strategy that forces Davis to make decisions out of the double team was the goal on May 9th, and it should be the goal in the first round. Do not let LeBron or AD get comfortable going one-on-one in the post. It's a recipe for disaster. And if you get beat by the other guys, double teaming them, so be it. Hopefully the nagging shoulder and calf injuries AD has been dealing with continue to prevent him from reaching 100%. LeBron James is the engine that puts the whole thing together. He's hobbled right now with an ankle injury as well, and the Suns need to be ready to capitalize on that and take advantage of him not being at full strength. The play-in showed that he lacks explosiveness near the rim right now, but regardless, his ability to still manipulate a game and control the pace are rivaled by very few, if any, in the game. The main goal should always be to force him to hit pull-ups and trap him in the post. If he gets out in transition, it's over. If we can get the ball out of his hands and force tough contested shots, that's a winning battle for the first ever underdog 2 seed. This is Hercules being asked to defeat the Nemean lion. And a quick Greek mythology lesson here: you can't kill that thing with mortal weapons. So lucky for us, we have a point god on our side. Forget the banana boat. Forget the fact that he's 36. Chris Paul is just as dangerous as ever. While I don't agree that he was solely responsible for the turnaround of the Phoenix Suns, his leadership and impact have been undeniable, and we're going to need every ounce of power from the point guard to ensure victory. As a defender, he's still a menace, and his pull-up is about as automatic as I've ever seen. We'll need him to be aggressive offensively from the jump, get the big fella involved and keep him engaged throughout the game, and continue to be that steadying force of experience that our young guys lack. Devin Booker is entering prime time against the biggest name in the game, against Kobe Bryant's former team. If it's any time to be legendary, it's now. This is his catalyst. He's either going to be known as a top 20 player from here on out, or the narratives that we believe are false will almost never be lived down. It's make or break time for D-Book, and he's ready to prove he's legit. The Lakers are no doubt going to blitz him, but Booker is one of the most versatile scorers in the entire NBA. Playing off ball should free him up from double teams in the pick and roll and allow for him to find an early rhythm while CP3 sets the pace of the game. Of course he's going to be on ball at points, and if his pull-up is falling, then watch out, Lakers. He's going to show Crandus McBasketball just how nice his left hand is during this series, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a meltdown on Lakers Twitter when he goes on one of his patented scoring runs. Deandre Ayton is probably the biggest X factor for the Suns. He's had his share of bumps and bruises this season, but when you're the defensive anchor, a lack of energy is not only extremely noticeable, it just hurts every chance that you have at winning. Primetime dominating is a real thing. And with the additional rest to end the season, hopefully that nagging shoulder injury had a real chance to heal, and his attention to detail returns. Being a presence at the rim against a team as physical and athletic as this Lakers squad cannot be replaced by anyone else on this roster. He's either up for the challenge or this will be a short series for the Suns. He really is the key. I'm optimistic his impact will be felt nightly. We need him. And some bonus points here, other things to watch. Mikal Bridges and how his impact might be felt offensively more than defensively in this series, just due to the unfavorable matchups on the defensive end. It's also a sign of the improvement of his game and the holes that I anticipate the Suns will try to exploit. They just so happen to be Mikal Bridges' specialties. Shout out Cam Payne's ability to pressure the rim as well. Even without a large amount of free throws, this specific skill is going to pay huge dividends in this series. And two things for the Lakers to end it off with. Does Frank Vogel stick with Andre Drummond, or does he go to Marc Gasol more in the playoffs? I think the Suns can exploit Marc on defense a tad better than Drummond just due to his slow feet. Does Vogel pick Caruso or Schroeder in the series? I think we match up a lot better if Schroeder is on the floor. Caruso's presented some issues in the past and is a legitimate defensive presence. The Suns can exploit Dennis far more than Caruso at this point. So thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see y'all at the game. I'm gonna have a vlog coming up about the experience. I hope you guys will tune into that. And until next time, Durag out.